So 31 has not equal to 0, so you got to get a 0 on this side. So you have to subtract. So negative 3x minus 11 over 2x plus 8, it would be adding 2, so plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Now, you have to have a common denominator because we have to do what we did for number 29. All right, so we need a common denominator, and it would be 2x plus 8. So we have negative 3x minus 11 over 2x plus 8 plus 2 times 2x plus 8 over 2x plus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. So let's put that all together. Negative 3x minus 11 plus 4x plus 16 all over 2x plus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. So let's combine like terms. We have x looks like plus 5 over 2x plus 8 is greater than or equal to 0. Now, so we have, when you have a rational function and you're doing this, you have two things you have to put on your sign chart. You have to put the zeros, which would be the top, and you have to do the places where you have vertical asymptotes or discontinuity. All right? I can't spell discontinuity, but you get it. Okay. So we have a 0 at x equals negative 5, and we have vertical asymptote. Let's take a 2 out, and we get x plus 4. So we have a vertical asymptote at negative 4. So VA at x equals negative 4. So those will be the two things on my sign chart. And I cannot use, how about I do negative 5 and then negative 4. You can't use a sign chart with this because you don't know the end behavior. It's too hard to figure out the end behavior from this. But we are going to look at the reduced form here. And so we're just going to pick and go with positive and negatives again. So if I pick like a negative 10, it would be negative on the top, and that would be negative 20 plus 8, so and negative on the bottom. So that's going to give me a positive right here. And then let's do 5 and negative 4.5. Negative 4.5 plus 5 is going to give me a positive on the top. And negative 4.5 times 8 will be bigger than 8 negative, so it's going to be a negative on the bottom, so I'll have a negative here. And then just pick like 0. That would be 5 over 8. That's going to be positive. So it asked where it was greater than or equal to 0. So it would be, okay, it's all the way from infinity, right? So negative infinity, and negative 5 is a 0, so it exists. So you can use a hard bracket, and then it starts to get up again at negative 4, but it doesn't exist at negative 4 because that was a vertical asymptote. So you would say soft bracket negative 4 to infinity. So that's what you get for number 31. Number 32 is negative 5x plus 20 over 3x plus 9 is greater than or equal to negative 2. Again, have to have 0 here, so going to add that 2. So negative 5x plus 20 over 3x minus 9 plus 2, and I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. This has to have a 3x minus 9 over 3x minus 9 is greater than or equal to 0. So putting it all together, I have negative 5x plus 20 plus 6x minus 18 all over 3x minus 9, which is greater than or equal to 0. Combine your like terms and you get x plus 2 over 3x minus 9. Has to be greater than or equal to 0. This factors to 3 and x minus 3. Okay, so the two things we have are the zeros. So I have a 0 at x equals -2, and I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 3. So those are my sign chart numbers, -2 and 3. So going back to the original here, simplified, if I pick -10, I would get a negative, and then I would also get a negative on the bottom, so this would be positive. Pick 0 between -2 and 3, and I would get 2 over -9, so I would get a negative. And pick 10 here, that would be positive and positive. So you would end up with a sign chart that looks like that. It asked where it was greater than or equal. All right, so where did it not exist? It didn't exist here, so this is going to have to be your soft bracket. So once where it's greater, that would be -infinity to -2, hard bracket, and then soft bracket 3 to infinity. Okay, that's it for the review.